viewers, well, I'm going to try my mixtape out. There we go, a vintage radio tape player. I'll try the boom boxes later. But it's kind of going to defeat the purpose because those boom boxes all have a good line input with really good sound anyway. I could even do it on this and record onto a cassette. Well, I'll show you in a minute. It's going to be a cool trick. I got one of these mixtapes. It's been started from as a Kickstarter. This thing has actually got very good reviews, so I've grabbed one. Unfortunately, being in Australia, you pay a bit more than what, what it originally sells for overseas in America and the UK, where it originated from in the UK. Cheap over there, but here expensive. It's a problem with Australia, but I want to give it a try. One of these mixtapes, really cool. I've seen very good reviews on this. It's an actual cassette. It's a portable MP3 player with an SD card slot. I think it's got Bluetooth on it, so you can use it as a Bluetooth receiver. But not only that, it does. It's better than one of those little white ones. I've seen the white ones, the little cheap Chinese white one that doesn't have Bluetooth. This is a better one, better sound and everything on it. Just much better than that one. That's why I grabbed it. It's just been a very well designed one. It's got a full-blown LCD screen in it. It's getting a bit of a charge at the moment. First time charging, but I should have enough power in it for a demonstration. We'll see here. Put a tape on. Vintage cassette deck meets the latest and greatest cassette. This will have good sound, so turn the volume up, I think. Oh, I got some something's the wrong way. Yeah, I gotta read the book. One of the formats is wrong on that. I think there's a MIDI file on there or something. I got the volume turned down on that. That's a Taiwanese Aboriginal singer, Ame. It's a bit copyrighted, I can't play too much of that. Sounded alright, it hasn't got the belt that goes around the hubs. The hubs just sit there, it's been fairly, but I think I've got volume on there. Touch, all touch. Bluetooth, File Explorer, settings, music, Bluetooth, Explorer. Let's just get this thing charged first. Get this thing charged. I could turn the power bank back on and help, wouldn't it? It's a smart cassette. It's on charge mode. Music, Bluetooth. Press play. Bluetooth on. Scan. Paired list. Anyway, it's pretty nice. Here's a case that came in. It came in an actual case, a proper cassette case with a J card and everything on it. There's some songs on here which it came with. There's gave me some free tracks from Dennis and Chris. Mountain Sounds. Some songs on there. 10 songs on there. There's some other little things on there too. Special thanks to our backers, you rock. It's made in China, obviously, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, volume back. Press briefly to move to the previous screen. Press and hold for 3 seconds to change the volume. Okay, so that's how I turn the volume up. I've got to hold it for more than 3 seconds. If you want to put anything else on this mixtape, you want it on here. But if you can put a bigger SD card in it, you're not going to fit all of the songs on that list. You have to be pretty damn small, need pretty damn good eyes to see the detail. Anyway, press play, now it turns on. Yeah, that menu. If I hold this for 3 seconds, it'll adjust the volume. It's a touch button. Now if I go press volume again, I should press this one. Go onto the play mode, just press play. While I'm playing a song, I hold this file format error, yeah. Hold it for 3 seconds and it should volume up. There's a speaker icon there, and I'm fast forwarding. Press pause. Pause, hold the volume button. I just fast forward the song. You can see the speaker's got 3 little dots there, the rows are full. It's hard to see at the moment. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just hard to see. But in person, it looks better than it does on the camera. It's a pretty nice little. The viewing angle to look at this thing on the camera sucks, but in person, this thing looks really good to look at. It kind of reminds me of an old early 90s, 2000s era MP3 players the kids at school had. And hold that down. I wonder if that turns it off. But yeah, you got your SD card, you got a headphone port there, and you put like a thing in that hole there, and I think that goes to like a lanyard. It's got like a switch on there. Hold. That's really good. That's like the old Sony Discmans had. Oh, that's a good idea. Unlock. That's a good feature, because if you've got this thing in your pocket, you're going to bump those buttons. You need to hold this and it locks it. It's a 4-track car head unit head there. It's actually on a spring and it's protected, so it's not going to damage any good cassette decks. But I'm going to stick this in a dual tape deck that doesn't have a line input and just dub this onto an actual cassette. This would be perfect for that. But it has got screws. No nowhere for these hubs to go on, but I haven't come across a tape deck that won't play without a tape in it, so it shouldn't have that limitation. Because I know my other Sanye boombox, the rewind has to turn, the opposite wheel has to turn for the counter to work, but that's no biggie. Well, they're cool. The guys on the tape cassette fanatic forums were talking about it, and I thought I might as well grab one. Before I get out of that menu, I should. Oh, I can delete files. No, don't delete that. What the power off on this thing is? Okay, system volume info. Just the viewing angle on this thing is really crap for the camera. Index of volume guide. Can I go down? No, I can't. It's the only thing in that list. Anyway, I'll let that charge. Oh well, viewers, let this thing charge and they come back later. This is going to be awesome. Pretty neat little, really good little invention. Viewers, I've got a different memory card here. It's currently playing. This is another Taiwanese singer. I don't want to play too much, there's obviously protected by bloody water copyright there. Very loud and clear. I found out how to turn the volume up. You've got to hold the volume down, hold down the vol button, and then you can adjust the volume. Works quite well. So yeah, just pull the SD card out. It could take a lot bigger SD card, so if I get a big enough SD card I might even put my whole iPod library on this thing. Turn the screen off to save power. Radio. Cassette's very loud and clear now. I might try my other modern beam boxes on this thing and and see how it sounds on those. This thing to test the head and the circuitry for the cassette in this thing, and this thing sounds pretty good. So while this thing sounds a bit off speed, because yeah, as I said before, the motor is not adjustable, so that's why the speed's off. But this thing produces a pretty good sound for the head, the cassette circuitry, as it's got. Instead of using the microphone, I put like I did before with a Bluetooth thing, I can do it with this. So I use this as a Bluetooth speaker, using this little cassette. By far the best one on the market. So definitely give it a go. It's a shame that in Australia, there's no place in Australia that sells it, so have to kind of pay through the arse if you really want to buy this thing. It's good to have a mess around with. It's a good little portable MP3 player too, not just a cassette adapter. It's so much more than that. Anyway, let's try another boombox. Let's try that actually that modern Sanye one, that new one I've got. Let's try that new one. Can't use the pause button because it just turns the capstan off the tape or the pinch roller. Listen here, let's see how it goes with the head alignment. Perfect, both speakers are working. The light coming out of there. Ooh, it lights up. It's turned off. Not bad. Good for those bass songs actually, because you want to play on a CD player beamboxes I've got. The CD is actually a skip with a bass. Just to override that, if you want the good quality, best quality of sound and not skip, this is the way to go for those non-line input type boomboxes. I have got this thing, the volume on this thing maxed all the way out. There is a tiny bit of distortion on this thing at high volume, as you'd expect. But yeah, I'm going to put got a bigger SD card to put in this thing, the original 8GB one. I'm going to virtually fill it up. Plenty of stuff for a cassette. I should try some NCS stuff on here later on, just so I can demo it without infringing copyright. I can just hear that on one. As I said, too much copyright infringing stuff there. Not bad. It's still playing, but it's saving battery power if I turn the screen off. That played through both speakers good, so the head alignment's obviously very good on this. Discharge capacitor. Good tool to check the head alignment. I'll even put some tones on there just to check other machines. Won't be as good as a real tape, but close. Windows XP welcome song. Yeah, the volume's up too high on that tape because this one here has good sensitivity. This distorts more obvious than my that Sanyo did. Jesus. Yeah, I got the volume maxed out at about 32 on that cassette. I probably should have it at about 25. I was at about 15 before when I started. So, yeah, it's plenty powerful. Can't hear the bloody radio, it's on so quiet. The volume at the radio. Yeah, that's how much louder the tape is. Bloody hell. Yeah, I got the volume up too high, so I was distorting like crazy. So what I would do, I'll turn that down. So you hold this for 3 seconds. Oh yeah, when I put the tape in this machine, I hit the hold button. The guide's a bit tight in there. Unlock, so I hold that down for 3 seconds. Down the volume. Try that, 24. Watch that hold switch in there. You get switched back on hold. That's better. Bass boost. As far as I know, I don't think there's copyright on this, but I don't know, because they've seen this track used a lot on YouTube too as demo to show people this song, which those I don't know, so I don't know, hopefully not. Playing quite nice, so I get another boombox. I'll try another one actually, one of the other ones of these, near a Tempest one. That's a high powered sort of one, more louder than this one. This one. No load on that take-up wheel, so it's going fast. One drawback, there's no remote on this one, so you can't flip it. The cheap Chinese one that doesn't sound anywhere near as good as this has a remote. This one doesn't have it.
Is there any favorite Chinese place?
I mean, Splendour's a favourite.
The sensitivity in that is bloody high, obviously, because this is pretty quiet. It wasn't the other one too, the other one of these, Panasonic one. Looks like that's got just a an overly sensitive head. Like putting the metal tape in that thing would be freaking loud too. This is loud. Wow, that's got a very sensitive head on that. That's good for low noise crappy tapes then. Oh, I'm gonna get my son there one of these. Let's try it. Now it can't record. If I press record, it won't actually detect and store that I'm recording off the radio as a digital file. That'd be cool, but it don't. An NCS song. That's much louder. But yeah, that XP song, that Windows title song there, it's not loud to begin with anyway. When you find it in the Windows folder, it's in a Windows folder called IOBE, Out of Box Experience, in the Windows folder on the Windows XP machine. The song's just called Title. It's a WMA file, I think it is. That's where that came from. Sounds good in this one. Pause. Sounds pretty clear. So if I'm going to play it at high volume, I'm going to turn the cassette down more because each tape deck's got different sensitivities on the head. This sort of setup is pretty good for that, I'll tell you, and test the sensitivity of different tape decks and boomboxes. The rewind opposite there is not turning, so that can't move. The counter doesn't work. Yeah, the counter's driven off this one. Tone. Put this on Bluetooth mode, and you've got a retro Bluetooth speaker without any modification. Keep it original. I haven't played with the equalizer settings on that either. It's got all those equalizer settings to more bass and stuff, so I just left it on normal. That sounds good. Pause. Bit sticky, I don't use it much. Overrides the whole amplifier there by pressing play. Auxiliary input. This has an auxiliary input anyway, this one. Good song, wasn't expecting that. That's what that song's called. But I can't play too much of that because a copyright will strike me. And I won't be expecting that, will I? Yeah, it will be. Anyway, pretty cool stuff you can do with this. I'll give it a good back on the charger again. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching. You're rude not to, viewers. The VE meters, of course. This will give me a guide if I'm not pegging. Then that means it's at the optimal level and not going to distort or anything. Of course, analog VE meters. If they're just maxing out on the 3 or a bit less on that, then the volume on that is perfect. That's a good idea. Verm, Explode. This is an NCS song, so it's not going to infringe copyright. Let's try this bad boy. Be rude not to, eh? This thing sounds nice. See how Chrome works? It sounds there's no tone there. It cut the tone, treble down a bit on Chrome. On one of these adapters. Ferrochrome sounds good. So does normal. It actually sounds better on normal using an adapter like that. It's just got Dolby and everything on it. So let's try this one. This actually sounds good. The circuitry in the head in this thing is very good. It's good to test that sort of thing on these. Let's plug this one in. This can carry on my shoulder with a Bluetooth on my phone. Oops. What am I doing? That goes in upside down. Facing that way. Doing a switch. I've got to clean that because I go over 1 up to 2, both speakers start working as normal. Got to clean that. Only one speaker works below 1. Dolby off. Tape top. You see, I'm not peaking it. There's too much signal going through that. That's peaking. That sounds good. Jesus, I don't want to blow the speakers. That is powerfully loud. There you go, change it. Oh, it's slipping. Fast forward, rewind. Sounds good. That sounds really good. The song's Verm. He sings it, or he made that song, and it's called Explode the Track. Pause that. Now it's playing. Paused. Plenty of talk on that. That's why I didn't play this. This wasn't moving. There it turns. That's weird. But there you go. The ultimate test to test your heads. And then you tape deck. The amp and all the pickup circuitry. Test it with this. And you can try your good tapes in these. So this has got all sorts of cool uses. Even in my Ute, the original head unit. Hold. That sticks it. It's a little too much in some of those cassette trays and some of the other radios there. Fake carbon fibre finish. It's really handy. Sounds good on that on this. So you can turn these things to a Bluetooth speaker without using an aux adapter and just use one of these. Just chuck it in and it works. No modifications needed or hacking. It retains the originality of your boombox, and you also have the best of both worlds. Just chuck it in, it'll probably the battery and that will outlast the batteries in these. Easy. You carry it on your shoulder and plug your phone into it, and it's a Bluetooth speaker. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.